that slider. Okay, so this is the second example. So look here. So it's pretty much, it's quite similar to the one before, except this time it's spread out horizontally rather than it being vertical. Some people may prefer it this way just because it's a bit more spread. You can see things a lot more clearly. Again, you can choose whichever example you want, the one from before, the one from after. So it could be this one or it could be that one. Again, one of these two needs to be created, and what we're trying to do is to create a master Excel spreadsheet, and each society will keep up to date with their own budget so we can monitor it. Again, from my understanding, when they do the guild contribution, they're going to take into consideration the development plans and, you know, the forecast from last year as well. So maybe you can use this as an opportunity to kind of set yourself straight, set yourself as a brand new plate. So if you do want to continue on next year, we can see that you've done it clearly, you've done it very well. So, you know, next year you may be able to get more than you did this year. Just based on the fact that you're actually following through what needs to be done. And again, everything's being section in the right way, everything can be followed through properly. What I'm going to do now, if I can try and get off this screen, is to show you a small little demo on the Excel for anyone that probably isn't as comfortable with it. Let's bring this up. Again, has anybody got any more questions?
I'm just going to come in and answer Ben's question while you're getting.
I was just about to ask you to do that.
Up and running. So regarding different types of membership, it depends on your constitution. So, sorry, if you've outlined in your constitution that you'll allow different types of memberships, then yes. But what we would just highlight to you all is that social memberships, or anyone that isn't a full member, so it could be social memberships or associate memberships, will not have the same rights, which sounds a bit deep, but basically won't have the same privileges as full members. So they won't be able to vote, they won't be able to run to be in a committee, and the expectation is obviously that your key activity as a society is, you know, what your society is. So for example, for rugby, you know, I don't know how big a rugby team is, but we'd expect that you would have at least that number and more of full members, and if you wanted additional social members on top of that, you could. But what we don't want is a scenario where we've got 40 social members to rugby but no rugby team. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, basically you can if it's in your constitution.
I hope that answers any questions. Again, I guess with the society stuff, Cass is probably better to speak to that. The numbers I can help everybody with, but when it comes to the society stuff, Cass is definitely the person to go to. So thank you for that, Cassie. Okay, let's bring this up. Okay, so again, this is just another template that I created. It could be example 1 and 2 that anyone can follow through with. If you would rather me send this or email this over to you if you think it might be easier for you, then just let me know and I'll be more than happy to send this over to you guys. Just let me know. Sorry, so when you create a budget, do you have to? So when you create a budget for the guild, do you have to outline September to March? Yes, ideally. So you have to put in your consultation, not development plan, because the one you've already submitted, I have handed this in before knowing that.
If you've got issues with this, maybe drop Cassie an email, or Cassie can answer at the end, because I think, yeah, it's up to Cass.
So what is the question? So is it about the budget, or is it about?
No, it's about social membership.
It's just about membership. So we'll we can pick it up outside of this.
Okay, that's fine. Right, so again, so just going back on the budget sheet, we've got 2 different examples that I put together. If everyone's happy, I'll be more than happy to email this over to you rather than you having to create it again. The only difference would be the subheadings on there. So let's close this chat box here. So just on here, if you can see this part here, you've got shopping, social and entertainment. Every single society most likely would have different subheadings, and that is pretty much the objective, to make sure everybody understands their subheadings very clearly. Guild contribution membership, like I said, hopefully by the end of October, November, they'll have a lot more clarity on that when it comes to members and guild contribution, so we can then weigh the incomes against the expenditure. The budget part here that we've included, this is the money that we roughly think we may spend, and this is very important to include in there. So we need to make sure, so every single month we're going to have to get a rough estimate of what we think is going to be spent on shopping, on social and on entertainment. This may mean the budget may go over, and there's a high chance that the amount of money being spent will go more, but there is an odd chance that it may go less. So for example, in, let's say, December, we've estimated £50 to be spent on shopping, and it's gone over £60. As long as we can monitor that, we can then include the difference into the next month, so we can minus the budget from the month before to the next month. It may sound a bit complicated, but honestly, it's really not. If anybody doesn't understand that, you can just tell me now and I'll try and go over it again.
Sorry, can I just ask a question? You know, the budget, because someone put, do we need to outline September to March? So is it September to March and not September till May?
September till May. So it'd be up until the end of the year. So it'd be from the beginning of the year to the end of the year, every single month. It'd be every single month. But I guess from the first couple of months, we wouldn't be able to get exact figure, just because the whole guild contribution membership probably is going to be uncertain to begin with, but right towards the end of the year.
The formula is already in the template, so as we input the figures, it just works it all out for us.
Yeah.
That's fine, thank you.
That's okay. Anybody else got any other questions? Sorry for the question, but what was the total example when I decided to have? Sorry for the question, but why was the total in the example 1 September decided by taking expense? The rest of them was simply. Okay, so the examples that I've got here are literally just numbers I've put together. So don't follow through with the exact, don't come through with the exact one. They're literally just numbers I've put together, because I just want to show the template to you guys, so you can choose between the two, which one you like. We're pretty much putting everything together slowly, but at the minute it's just, we just wanted to show how it's going to be done. I hope that. I'm trying to think where you've got the budget numbers from. Is that, again, the budget numbers are just random numbers that are added in there. There's nothing's concrete on there. They're just random numbers that were added in there just for the sake and the purpose of the Excel spreadsheet. No, that's fine. That's okay. That's fine. Yeah, again, honestly, the budget was just there just to show a brief example of how we want to lay it out. It's more the presentation rather than the actual content. That will change anyway. So that's example 1, and the second one is example 2. Does everybody understand that? If everybody just want to say yeah, great. Fab, thank you. Again, honestly, this is I hate having to just do this on the computer, and it is difficult trying to show everybody, but I'm hoping I'm not doing so bad just yet. Okay, so fab. So we've got example 1, example 2. If everyone just wants to email me just which example they'd prefer, I'll be more than happy to send that over. What I do need from you guys, though, if I just want to come back off here and go back, stop sharing. Demo. Right, what I need from you guys now, bear with me, let's skip this. I think I've just disappeared. Can everybody see my screen now? I'll stop sharing.
No, you've stopped.
Oh, you've stopped sharing. Got you,
Sorry.
Cass.
Sorry, give me a second, hold on. Okay, let's bring this up again. Okay, so what I need from you guys is I need you to create some subheadings for each society. Again, like I said, every society is going to have a different subheading, so it's very important for us to be able to differentiate between societies and be able to make sure that we monitor the budget correctly. So I would really appreciate if everybody could just send me over an email just so I can try and get the Excel spreadsheet put together. I'd email you out the examples if you want to add the subheadings in, as well as email me the subheadings so I can create the master spreadsheet. You can create your own Excel spreadsheet, give it a go yourself, and then I can then copy and paste whatever you have done and then add it onto the master spreadsheet. Again, if you've got any questions about it, you can email me. I'm only working Mondays and Tuesdays. However, we have got a drop-in session. I think it's the 25th of August. So hopefully by then everyone would have submitted everything. So we can just go over anything anybody's stuck with. If any formulas don't add up or anything like that, I'll be happy to help you put them together, anything like that. Let's have a look. And the budget will be monitored, like I said, every single month. The first couple of months, I can appreciate everything will be all over the place, but from November, everything should be monitored. But let's have a look here.